Hello everyone, this is Yajilin 7 from Yajilin Yacht. It was named Outside In, and it has a very striking theme of just only a few clues on the outside. So the most useful and practical way in is actually to start by marking the freebie corners. These are not often useful, but when they are useful, they're often very useful. So there's two ways of getting to this step. I'll show both of them. One of them is to remember that this 2 that's one away from the edge can only have at most one shaded cell on each of these lines, which we can mark with a double X. Then, if we shade, for example, this cell, we would unshade here, get this loop, and get this loop. And this would remove all three of those options for the shaded cell on their own. So you would get this cell is unshaded and this cell is unshaded. And you can see how this would then feed up into the 4. Okay, so that's one way of getting to that step. But what about the other way? The other way, and the step I originally found, was, or originally used in making this, was that the 4 has a shaded cell on each of these 4 dominoes. This then precludes, you don't even have to carry this very far, it actually precludes everything else in columns 2 and 4, which I will leave as an exercise for the viewer. But even more simply, just this domino is blocking these 3 cells from being shaded, and this one at the bottom blocks these 3, which will then give you this shaded cell from the 2 after you show that there's not 2 over here, which will actually give you the remainder of the 4 in either case. So let's draw in the forced loop segments. Shaded cell here because it can't be part of the loop. This 3 now has only one option. Entry count, there must be a second entrance going to the top. This cell is then shaded by the 2. This cell is shaded by the other 2. And the rest of the puzzle just resolves itself very quickly. So this is not actually a particularly difficult puzzle, but the break-in, both approaches to the break-in can be somewhat subtle and hard to spot if you haven't seen anything like that before. So I wanted to make sure I had one puzzle like this in the set, even if they're normally a little less friendly, and I wanted to make sure that this one was a friendly example of this type. So until next time, where we'll walk through the solution to Yajilin number 8.